It's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're staring at a Slack message from your boss. 5 words long, but it's enough to make your chest tighten. Can you redo this by tomorrow? No context, no thanks, just that. You feel the heat rising, the urge to type something sharp, to react. Why does this always happen? An hour later, you're still replaying it in your head, wondering why you let it get to you, why it feels like a personal attack. You know this feeling. The world's loud, notifications pinging, deadlines looming, people who don't get it. It's not just one thing, it's everything piling up. The coworker who cuts you off in a meeting, the friend who forgets to text back, the stranger online who leaves a snarky comment. Each one chips away at your calm. And the worst part? You know you're doing this to yourself. You're letting their words, their actions, their chaos pull you under. What if you could step back, not fix everything, not become someone new? Just stop letting the noise control you. Just find a moment of quiet. A moment where no one knows your boss, not the internet, not even your own thoughts can steal your calm. This isn't about big answers. It's about small, clear ways to stay steady. To never let anyone or anything make you angry or bothered. If you've ever felt that tightness in your chest, that urge to react, to overthink, to carry it all day, leave a small sign below. Not for me, not for fame. Just so someone else, someone like you, can find this moment of pause when they need it most. Let's start with something simple. Your reactions are yours alone. No one can make you angry unless you let them. Picture this. You're grabbing coffee before work. The barista snaps at you, short and rude. Next in line, hurry up. Your stomach twists. You want to snap back, to say something cutting. But why? Is it them? Or is it you, carrying yesterday's stress, last week's fight, this morning's rush? Their words are just words. You're the one turning them into anger. Think of life like a crowded subway. People bump into you, shove past, step on your shoes. It's not personal, it's just a crowd. You can shove back, yell, let it ruin your day. Or you can keep walking, head up, unbothered. The choice is yours, always. What if you didn't react? What if you just breathed and let it pass? Not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to choose calm. Here's another moment. You're in a meeting, pitching an idea you've worked hard on. A coworker cuts you off, dismissive. That won't work. We've tried it. Your face burns. You want to argue to prove them wrong. But pause. Why does their interruption feel like a punch? Because you're giving it power. You're letting their moment of rudeness define your moment. What if you didn't? What if you nodded, took a breath, and moved on? Not because you agree, but because your peace matters more. It's not about ignoring your feelings. Anger, frustration, they're real. They're human, but they don't have to run you. Next time you feel that spark, try this. Pause. Name what you're feeling. I'm angry. I'm hurt. Just naming it pulls you out of the spiral. Then ask, is this worth my energy? Most times, it's not. Most times, it's just noise. And you can choose to let it fade. What happens when you do this? You start to notice something. The barista's rudeness doesn't follow you out the door. The coworker's jab doesn't keep you up at night. You're not suppressing anything. You're just deciding what deserves your attention. And most things don't. This is freedom. Not from the world's chaos, but from letting it control you. What's one moment today where you can choose calm over chaos? Just one. Try it. See how it feels. Now, let's shift. People aren't you. They don't think like you, act like you, value what you value. Expecting them to is a trap. Imagine this. You send a detailed email to a coworker. Hours of work poured into it. No reply. Days pass. Nothing. You assume they're lazy, careless, ignoring you. You're fuming. But what if they're drowning in their own deadlines? What if their kid's sick? Their inbox is a war zone. Their silence isn't about you, it's about them. We do this all the time. We expect others to respond the way WE would, to care the way WE care. It's like expecting rain to fall upward. It's not their nature. And trying to make it so only leaves you drained. Why do you expect them to see what you see? What happens if you let them be? Not because you're giving up, but because you're freeing yourself. Here's another example. Your friend cancels plans. Last minute, no explanation. You're annoyed. I wouldn't do that to them. But they're not you. Their world, their choices, their chaos, it's theirs. You can't control it, and you don't need to. Let them be late, flaky, distracted. It's not your job to fix them. Your job is to protect your calm, to decide how much space their actions get in your head. Try this next time it happens. When someone disappoints you, pause. Ask, what was I expecting? Then ask, is that realistic? Most times it's not. Most times you're holding them to a standard they never agree to. Let it go. Not for them, but for you. Because every time you release that expectation, you feel lighter, freer. What's one expectation you can drop today? Just one. Notice how it shifts you. Now, consider this. Being right doesn't mean peace. Winning an argument often costs more than it's worth. Picture yourself at a bar with friends. Someone says something you disagree with: politics, a movie, doesn't matter. It's wrong, obviously. You jump in, voice rising, facts ready. It escalates. An hour later, you're still tense, replaying it. Why did it matter so much? Arguing is like wrestling in mud. Even if you win, you're still dirty. You're carrying the tension, the resentment, the need to prove yourself. What if you didn't? What if you let them have their opinion? Not because they're right, but because your calm is worth more. What's more important, being right or being calm? Can you let it go? Here's another moment. You're on Reddit, scrolling, and someone posts a take that's just wrong. Your fingers itch to type a reply, to set them straight, but pause. What do you gain? A few upvotes? A stranger's concession? Or just more noise in your head? Most arguments aren't about truth, they're about ego. And ego is heavy. Silence is light. Next time you feel that urge to prove a point, try this. Take a breath. Ask, will this matter tomorrow? If it won't, let it pass. If it will, choose your words carefully, not to win, but to understand. You'd be surprised how often understanding diffuses the fight. And even if it doesn't, you walk away clean. What's one argument you can skip today? Just one. Feel the weight lift. Let's talk about worth. Other people's words aren't your worth. Their criticism, their praise, it's just noise. Imagine this. You're in a meeting, presenting a project you've poured weeks into. A client cuts in, harsh. This isn't what we wanted. Your stomach drops. You feel small, exposed. Why do their words feel like truth? Their opinion is just graffiti on your house. It's there, but you don't have to live in it. Your worth isn't tied to their approval. It's not tied to Enyoon's approval. You're not your worst review, your best compliment, or the silence in between. You're you, whole, no matter what they say. Why do their words weigh so much? What if you decided they don't? Here's another scene. You post a photo online, something you're proud of. A comment pops up, snarky. Nice try, but it stings. You start doubting yourself. But why? That stranger doesn't know you. Their words are just a moment, not a verdict. Let them pass. Keep your joy. Keep your truth. Try this when words hit hard. Pause. Ask, is this about me or them? Most times, it's them, their stress, their bias, their day. Then remind yourself, my worth is mine. Say it again. Feel it settle. You're not here to collect everyone's approval. You're here to live. What's one comment you can let slide today? Just one. Notice how it frees you. Now, let's talk energy. Guarding your energy is survival. Saying no isn't selfish, it's necessary. Picture this. It's 11 p.m. You're winding down. Your phone buzzes. A friend venting about their day again. You want to be there, but you're drained. Why do you keep saying yes? Why do you keep letting their chaos spill into your calm? Your energy is a garden. Without a fence, anyone can trample it. Boundaries aren't walls to shut people out. They're gates to let in what matters. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care about yourself too. What's one thing you can say no to today? How would that feel? Here's another moment. Your coworker drops a last-minute task on you, assuming you'll handle it. You're already swamped, but you nod. Why? Because you don't want to seem difficult? Because you're afraid of conflict? But every yes you don't mean is a no to your own peace. Try this instead. I can't take this on right now. Calm, clear, firm. Watch how it shifts the weight. Setting boundaries takes practice. Start small. Say no to one small thing. Skip one call. Decline one favor. Leave one chat unanswered. Not forever, just for now. Notice how it feels to reclaim your space, your time, your energy, your calm. They're yours to protect. What's one boundary you can set today? Just one. See how it grounds you. Let's shift again. Other people's opinions aren't your anchor. Seeking their approval ties you to their whims. Imagine this. You share an idea online, a post, a project, something you're proud of. The likes don't come, the comments are sparse. Why does that silence feel like failure? Why does their validation matter so much? Others' opinions are waves. They come, they go. You don't have to sail with them. Your worth isn't in their applause or their silence. It's in you, your work, your choices, your quiet strength. Chasing approval is like chasing shadows. You'll never catch it, and you don't need to. Whose approval are you chasing? What if you stopped? Here's another scene. You're at a family dinner. Your uncle makes a jab about your career. Still freelancing? When are you getting a real job? It stings. You want to defend yourself, to prove him wrong. But pause. His opinion is his lens, not your truth. You don't need his nod to know your path. Let his words float by. Keep your calm. Try this when approval pulls you. Ask, why does this matter to me? Then, what do I believe about myself? Ground yourself there, not in their praise, not in their judgment. In you. The less you lean on others' opinions, the steadier you stand. What's one opinion you can release today? Just one. Feel the freedom. Now, consider silence. Silence over fire. It's strength, not weakness. Imagine this. Your roommate snaps at you about dishes in the sink. It's the third time this week. Your blood boils. You want to argue, to point out their mess. But what if you didn't? What if you just stayed quiet? Silence isn't giving up. It's choosing peace over chaos. Anger is a spark, and words are fuel. Silence is the water that puts it out. By not responding, you starve the conflict. You keep your calm. You keep your power. What happens if you don't respond? How much energy do you save? Here's another moment. You're in a meeting and a colleague undermines you. That's not how it works. You missed the point. Everyone's watching. Your instinct is to fire back, to defend yourself. But try this. Nod. Say nothing. Let their words hang. You'll be surprised how often silence says more than words ever could. Next time someone provokes you, pause. Breathe. Ask, does this need my voice? If it doesn't, let silence speak. If it does, choose words that keep you steady, not ones that pull you into the fight. Silence isn't absence. It's presence. Your presence, unshaken. What's one moment you can meet with silence today? Just one. Notice the strength it brings. Let's talk gratitude. It shifts everything. It's not about ignoring pain, it's about seeing what's still there. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, late for a meeting. Horns blaring, your stress spiking. You want to curse the world, but pause. What if you notice the song on the radio? The fact you're safe? The coffee in your hand? Anger is a fog. Gratitude is the light that cuts through. You can't be grateful and angry at the same time. It's a choice. Not to pretend everything's fine, but to find one small thing that is. What's one thing you can be thankful for right now? How does it change the moment? Here's another scene. Your boss sends a curt email, no explanation. You're fuming. But try this. I'm grateful I have a job. I'm grateful I can learn from this. It's not about excusing their behavior. It's about keeping your mind clear. Gratitude doesn't erase the problem. It just makes it smaller. Try this today. When anger creeps in, pause. Find one thing, anything to be thankful for. The air in your lungs, the sun outside, the fact you're still here. Write it down if you can. Do it again tomorrow. Over time, you'll notice the fog lifts faster. What's one thing you're grateful for today? Just one. Feel it shift you. Now, criticism. It's just data. It doesn't define you, you choose what to do with it. Imagine this. Your boss tears into your project. This needs a complete overhaul. It stings. You feel exposed, small. But pause. Is there truth in their words? Is there something you can use? Criticism is a mirror. You decide what to see in it. Some of it's useful, shows you blind spots, pushes you to grow. Some of it's noise, their stress, their bias, their bad day. You get to choose what stays. What can you learn from this? What can you let go? Here's another moment. A friend comments on your choices. Why are you still in that job? It feels like a jab, but try this. Maybe they're worried about me. Maybe they don't get it. Take what helps, leave the rest. You don't have to defend yourself. You just have to keep growing. Next time criticism hits, pause. Ask, is this useful? If it is, use it. If it's not, let it pass. Either way, it's not you. It's just information. And you're the one who decides what it means. What's one piece of feedback you can reframe today? Just one. See how it strengthens you. Finally, letting go. It's freedom. Holding on to anger, regret, resentment, it's a choice. And it's heavy. Picture this. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You're fuming, gripping the wheel. An hour later, you're still carrying it. Why? They're gone. You're the one holding the coal. Resentment is a backpack full of rocks. You can set it down. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or forgiving. It means choosing your peace over their chaos. It means living here, not in that moment. What are you holding on to? What would it feel like to release it? Here's another scene. A colleague takes credit for your idea. You're livid, replaying it, imagining confrontations. But try this. It's done. I know my worth. I'll keep creating. Let it go. Not for them, but for you. Because your energy is too precious to waste on what's past. Try this today. Find one thing you're carrying: anger, regret, a grudge. Pause. Ask, is this worth my peace? If it's not, picture it floating away, like a balloon. Feel the lightness. You don't have to fix it, solve it, or win it. You just have to let it go. What's one thing you can release today? Just one. Notice how it frees you. You don't need to change the world today, or even yourself. Just notice the moments where you can pause, where you can choose calm over chaos, where you can be still, even when everything else is loud. Picture yourself tomorrow walking through the same noise, the same triggers, but this time, you're a little lighter, a little quieter. Not because you're perfect, but because you're learning to let go. If this felt like a moment of quiet for you, come back tomorrow. Not to learn more, but to remember what you already know. To find that anchor, that pause, that calm, because it's always there, waiting for you. Just breathe and keep walking.